Hi everyone, my name's Laura and I'm the Specky Seamstress. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my friend. I think we've called him Gerald. Not 100% sure. I'm not in the sewing room today because right next to you, well, to the side of you, is a monitor with a sleeping baby on it. So I am off work parenting today while my husband has a training course. So no sewing room because that's outside, much harder to manage. But welcome to Friday Sews. Let's get this going again. This week, as I said in my last video, I thought I would just give you a bit of an update as to where I'm at with my Cashmere Club pattern makes. So I'm wearing 2 of them. I ambitiously said I was going to make 3. I've made 2. I'm quite happy with that in a week, to be honest. As I said in my last video, this is partly an affiliate video, so as part of the affiliate program for Cashmere Club, I have been given a year's worth of access to the all access tier for the Cashmere Club, which is a pattern club, and like loads of other stuff too. But it's cool, it's a pattern club, and there's more information about that in my previous video. And there's a big Black Friday sale on at the minute for the Cashmere Club all access tier, so it's 25% off. And if you use my affiliate link, which is cashmere.com/specky, which I'll put across the screen and down below in the description, then you'll be taken to a page to add a free gift to your cart. And when you check out with the membership, you'll receive an email with a discount code for a cashmere pattern of your choice. So that's the affiliate bit done. Let me talk to you about my 2 makes this week, which are awesome. I'm really happy with them, and like I was maybe a little bit bold picking 2 patterns that I knew I was going to be quite particular on. So if you watched last week's video, you'll know this already, but honestly the YouTube gods did not do that very proud. Not many people have seen it. So if you haven't seen it, I said I would make the Radcliffe undies, the Avola slip dress, and the Marblehead swimsuit. Now I haven't made the swimsuit and I haven't started on it, and honestly it was ambitious of me. I may start on that tomorrow, so I'm filming this on Thursday. Tomorrow I have a couple of social sewing activities to do, so I might start the swimsuit, but more on that later. I say I was a bit bold picking those because it's always a bit nerve-wracking if you're asked to share a pattern or make a pattern and then share your reviews, because you always think, what if I hate it? Now I didn't think I was going to hate it. As I said in my last video, I've used Cashmere before. I like their drafting. They're drafted for curvy sewists, but I am quite particular with my underwear. I have made a lot of underwear and I have really narrowed down to 1 pair of knickers that I thought I had kind of tweaked to perfection. Like, not perfection, but you know, my favourite pair of undies. But actually I've kind of gone off them a little bit recently. I'm not sure if that's just because all of my underwear has been stretched out by pregnancy bumps and I'm not kind of comfortable anymore, and I just need to make new ones, or whether that's just my body shape's changed or my preferences have changed. But I'm always keen to give new underwear patterns a go. I liked the idea of the slightly more grown up feel to the Radcliffes with the little mesh panel option, and no side seams as well. So I did compare the pattern piece when I cut it out. I actually went and stuck together the pattern immediately after filming that video last week and cut out the fabric too. But I compared the pattern pieces to the pattern I know I like, just because I wanted to see how much coverage there would be. So the Radcliffe undies come with 3 rise options, like a low rise, a mid rise and a high rise. Obviously I cut the high rise because I like granny pants. But I did want to compare to see how high rise it is, because when I say I like high rise granny pants, I really like high rise granny pants. And to be honest, the high rise were almost exactly the same rise as the pair that I make myself. But the pair that I make myself have an additional waistband on top, which the Radcliffe doesn't, because the Radcliffe uses pico elastic on all of the openings. So I thought, that's fine, I'll add my own waistband to it, not a problem, which is what I did. I actually thought a waistband would look really nice with the mesh panels to sort of frame it, and yeah, I just went ahead and did that. So I cut out a size below my body measurements, Now, this is not a reflection of the pattern, but a reflection of my fit tastes when it comes to knickers. I like my knickers to be quite snug, so I tend to make a size lower than I need to, or I should. And when I talk to other people who make their own knickers, that is definitely just a preference thing for me. I always end up making a size smaller than the pattern tells me I would need. So I did make a size smaller. I made the size 18. I have to say, I whizzed these up and I am totally in love with them. They are definitely my new favourite underwear pattern. They are the first pattern that I have not had to adapt the back piece at all. At all. And like, I will pop in a couple of mirror photos here. I did try and take some proper pictures of this, but I don't know if I've just lost total confidence or if the lighting was crap or I was just really cold in the sewing room. But they did not work out very well. So I will just pop in all the kind of mirror photos I took. And I did take one of my bum. And it looks good. Like, but it's a great pattern. Now, I've always thought that, so I don't have a very large bum for my size, and I always thought that the reason I had to adapt all of the back pieces was because I didn't have enough like fill where there was fill. But actually, I'm starting to think that maybe the drafting hasn't been amazing on the larger sizes, so I'm not sure. But these fit me so well. Yeah, in the back and in the front. They are just about the perfect rise for me with the waistband. I think next time I'll add a slightly taller waistband to them, or add like a centimetre to the rise, but probably I'll just add a larger waistband to be on a taller waistband. Now, I thought I had some fold over elastic in my stash, black fold over elastic that I could use for the leg openings. I'm honestly not a massive fan of Pico elastic. I've never been a fan of it in ready to wear underwear either. I find that it's just another thing to catch on a washing machine and fray, and like, yeah, not a big fan. So I thought I would just finish the leg holes with fold over elastic instead, but I actually couldn't find it at all. And I sort of thought, oh well, shall I just leave them with the leg opening drawer, and I'll go and buy some and fix it like later on in the week. But then I kind of got impatient and I wanted to try them properly, so I added leg bands as well. This means they are a little bit wide, I guess, like around the leg crease, but not really around the bum. So I think I might just adapt the pattern a little bit, because I do quite like just adding leg bands. So I might just adapt the pattern a little bit so I can make some more. I showed you in the last video the fabric I was going to use. Now, the black jersey that I used from Rainbow, the like modal cotton mix, is amazing. I'm going to make so many pairs of underwear with this, and I'm really excited to try some bra patterns with it too, like some bralette patterns. The mesh, it laddered, and I am so gutted because I am wearing these knickers right now, and I know that the second I put them in the wash, that panel is going to disintegrate. And I don't really know what to do about it. I'll pop in some pictures. It's only done it on one side, but it has laddered all the way up. It's not to do with the fit. It's not like, I don't understand. Maybe there was a reason that mesh was cheap in the sale. I've actually just bought some mesh in the new Craft House Black Friday sale, because I think that maybe I need some better mesh, and I'm going to raid my stash because I do have some stretch meshes from previous lingerie attempts, I guess. So I might just, yeah, make them again. But I'm really sad about it. Like, I put them away in the sewing room. So I filmed that video on Thursday or Friday, and so it's been a week, and I put them in the sewing room. I left them there. I was so upset. They had laddered. So yeah, this is the first time they've come in the house on my body. Yeah, I'm kind of gutted because I really love them, and I do really like the idea of mixing and matching with the bralette, the Loftus bralette from Cashmere as well. Although I didn't realise that the Loftus bralette actually has non-stretch cups, so I need to have a bit of a think about fabric choices for that. I might just use some stretch mesh doubled over, like on the cross grain, so that it doesn't have stretch, but I'm gonna play around with that another time. So anyway, that's the Radcliffe undies. I absolutely love them. I'll definitely be making them again. I think they're just a little bit more grown-up addition to my wardrobe, and it has a good wide gusset, which we all know from my previous knicker experiences is a must. So I would strongly recommend them. I think they're a really, really good pattern, and I'm looking forward to making more. So then I cut out the Avola slip dress. Now, again, I said I was bold. Slip dresses are not usually my style, if I'm honest. I tend to like a defined waist and a little bit more volume in the skirt. But I have been challenging myself to try new styles recently, and I have been in love with all of these like layered over cami over a long top with a big chunky cardigan and boots. And I have my Doc Martin Chelsea boots that I bought a couple of years ago, and I've wanted that in my wardrobe. But every time I've made a cami pattern, I've not been that happy with it. The cami pattern that I have been making, the zero waist one, is designed to be cut off at the waist. Like, it's not designed to be a longer like a longer dress. So I thought it would be nice to try. And halfway through making it, or not, like when I cut it out, I thought, oh god, if I hate this. Like, on me, not necessarily the pattern, but just if I really decide this style isn't me, then I'm going to be in trouble. But yet again, we kind of lucked out. Now, I did hack this pattern a little bit because I just can't not hack patterns, really. So I added pockets to this pattern because I just can't make it something without pockets anymore. I think I have like 2 dresses in my wardrobe now that don't have pockets, and they're ones I made when I first started dressmaking that I still really love. But pockets are the way forward. I'm not a big fan of flappy pockets that don't have anchoring to the waist seam, but this pattern is half lined and the lining comes below where your waist would be. So I have attached the pockets to the front lining, which means you don't get a weird like stitching line here if you attach them to the front, but you get a little bit of anchoring, so it's not so flappy when you put a phone in it, like the whole dress doesn't collapse to one side, which is helpful. That's the only hack that I made, but I did make a couple of fit adjustments. So I cut the size 20 out. My previous Montrose dresses for cashmere are size 18 in the CD cup range, and they still fit me fine, but I wanted this to have a little bit more room to be able to put something underneath. And I think those 18s are probably a little bit more snug now than they were when I made them. So I thought we'll cut the size 20, which is what what the recommended size is on the size chart for me. And I'm pleased I did, but I'm also pleased I made the couple of fit mods I did. So I have discovered that I am quite narrow, sort of on the, like above my bust. And what I did for fit there, above the bust dart on the front pattern piece, I graded in 2 sizes to the 16. So that's just kind of a common thing for me. I left the back as it is, although I still do have quite a lot of room. So I think I probably would grade down at the back. I might just make a size 18 back, possibly. For future makes. I will be making more of these. I think I'm really pleased with it, actually. I made it in this viscose from Rainbow Fabrics. It's a lovely viscose. When it came, it was like nicer than I thought it was going to be. It's a challis, but it's got a little bit of weight to it, just a little bit, just so that it doesn't feel quite so flimsy. And yeah, it's gorgeous. Anyway, let me carry on with the fit adjustments. I also dropped the bust darts by 2 inches, which may have been a tiny bit too much. I might need to go down to like 1.5 inches. So my previous Montroses, I've dropped the bust dart by 1 inch on cashmere patterns. And I thought, well, like, I've had another baby since then, so maybe they need to go another inch. But I think 1.5 inches probably would have been okay. But they're fine, like they're okay. I also can't decide whether it might just be that I need to shorten the straps a tiny bit. So I'm going to wear it for a few days, probably not consecutively, but maybe consecutively, and then decide what to do. I shortened the straps significantly. Honestly, I sort of ignored the instructions for this. I don't think I did anything different to what the instructions would have said, but it's a fairly basic pattern if you're a confident dressmaker. So it may well be that the straps were left significantly longer than needed, like on purpose. I totally guessed the strap length sort of based on my cami dresses recently. And they seem pretty good, actually. Like, I don't think they're too long. I think it is the bust darts positioning rather than the straps, but I'll wear it for a little bit and see. But yeah, that was pretty lucky, to be honest. This is the narrow strap option, and yeah, I totally love it. Excuse me. I have been styling it up with very thick tights, very big boots with socks, and a giant jumper because it is cold at the minute. In fact, you should appreciate the photos that I took with just the dress and the tights and boots. I didn't go that far, because it is really cold outside, like proper frosty. And I even tried to take photos. Well, I did take photos of my knickers, and I mean, I've never put my tights back on so quickly. It was so cold out there, so I won't be doing that again for a little while. But anyway, I really like this pattern. The back has shaping at the centre back seam, so it doesn't feel too kind of gapey and baggy. It doesn't feel as tenty as a lot of cami dresses. It doesn't feel like it hits my boobs and then just goes out. It's got a nice shape, and I think the fabric does play to that as well. I actually have some really gorgeous silks that I picked up from Rainbow Fabrics when they did a recent drop of silks, and I'm tempted to make one in a bright purple that I have, because I think that would be really cool. I'm also really tempted to make one of these in the silk georgette that I got from Rainbow. I feel like this has turned into an advert for Rainbow Fabrics. I did quite a lot of shopping with them on like late night feeds recently. So I have this gorgeous silk georgette, and I love the idea of it being like an overlay dress, but I don't know what I would do about the lining situation, because you would see the kind of seams at the neckline, and two, I don't know if I'm cool enough to wear an overlay cami dress over the top of another dress, so I need to convince myself that maybe I can. I'm also really tempted to make a version with a big ruffle on the bottom, but I can't work out if it will look right or not, because it doesn't have the waist seam. I don't know if it wouldn't like flow right, but I think I will make one at some point because I think that would be quite fun. And I'm actually quite tempted to do that in the brushed cotton that I showed you in the last video from Fabrics Galore, because I think that would be quite like grungy emo style, which I like. But yeah, I'm going to be wearing this a lot, actually. I love it. I'm super pleased because I was a little bit worried that I'd picked two patterns that I was going to be quite particular on, but actually they've worked out really well, and I think they're both going to be wardrobe staples. I mean, unfortunately, the knickers are probably going to have to be retired, but a new pair will replace them and become a wardrobe staple. So that's my Friday sews, really. Tomorrow I'm going to the social sewing club at Annabelle's, both in the morning and in the evening. I have no idea what I'm going to take there yet. I might just take some of that black jersey and a bunch of my meshes and cut out a bunch of knickers in the morning and sew some in the evening, because they are really, really needed in my life right now. But yeah, I can't really decide. I don't think I want a big sewing project just before Christmas, although I am tempted to make myself a Christmas dress, but that's a little way away yet. I've got time for that. So yeah, I think I might just make myself some pants. I have also got a couple of Christmassy things that I need to do, but yeah, we'll see later. But today I'm heading off to, in the afternoon, once Ollie's up and we've had lunch, I'm going to head to the Damaris Craft Club. I'm to do some knitting, so I've bought an advent calendar for yarn. Well, my son bought it for me for my birthday via my husband, via my recommendation. And I'm going to make myself a pair of socks through advent. So I am knitting the cuff now so that I can get started on the advent on Sunday. And I'm going to do that this afternoon, and then try and plan what to take tomorrow to Annabelle's. But yeah, we shall see. Anyway, thanks so much for those of you that liked and commented and watched and shared the video last time. Like I say, it didn't really get a lot of love, and it's a bit of a new thing for me, trying like collaboration, kind of a more formal collaboration with a company. I've really enjoyed making these two cashmere patterns. I'm definitely going to make more of the club patterns throughout the year that I have the access, and then decide whether to join up or not. I probably will at the end of the year. But yeah, I've really enjoyed having a bit of oomph to sew, because I've struggled with that a little bit recently. It's been a bit tough going back to work after maternity leave and stuff. So yeah, it's been fun to not only have a bit of oomph to sew, but also have two things that have worked. So that gives me a bit more oomph to sew something else, I guess. But yeah, it's been fun. Thank you so much for watching. Just a reminder that my affiliate link for the Cashmerette Club All Access membership Black Friday deal is cashmerette.com/specky. And yeah, I look forward to chatting to you in the forums, over on Cashmerette, and in the comments down below. So if you want to have a chat, let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye.